Hello?
There it is.
Hello? Hello?
All right. We can just turn it down. Yeah. All right, we ready? Give me countdown, and we'll get started. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we good? All right, welcome back to Cooking with Donuts. We are here in this beautiful kitchen. Thank you, producer San, for always giving us the hookup. And today we are making coq au vin. And what coq au vin is a braised chicken dish. It's a very classical French thing. It's one of the first things I've ever made in culinary school. So this dish has a very special place in my heart. But we have chicken. It's usually made with a rooster, but we do not have roosters. It's not very easy to just go and get a rooster. So it's okay to make it with chicken. You can alter this dish in however many ways you want to, but you just have to cook it in red wine. That's the main thing about this dish. So people have used other things like tomato paste. They've added like cornstarch to like thicken stuff, but really you just need red wine. So the only thing that we've done that you guys did not see is we've marinated the chicken in red wine. So that's why we have purple chicken. Don't be afraid. There's a reason why it's purple chicken. It's been marinated in red wine, and the wine we marinated in is called Sandpoint. It doesn't matter what you marinated in. As long as you're willing to drink it, you can cook with it. So any type of red wine, just make sure it's red. It could be a red blend, could be a Pinot, could be a Merlot, can be anything you're willing to drink. And so this liquid here is not ice cream. This is the liquid that we marinated the wine in. So don't throw this away. This is going to be the braising liquid. So that's why we have this in this little bucket. We got some pork belly. You don't have to use pork belly. You can use bacon, or you can use, yeah.
How long do you marinate it for? You didn't say.
Oh, overnight. Marinate it overnight. But you don't have to marinate the chicken. It's just a very, it's a classic thing that people do. They marinate the chicken. You don't have to marinate the chicken. Some people don't like it because it's purple chicken. They might think that it's weird, but you don't have to marinate the chicken. But coming from my background, we're marinating the chicken. So pork belly, this is just gonna give it some more flavor. You don't have to use pork belly. You can use bacon, you can use pancetta, you can use pork jowl, whatever you can get your hands on. We couldn't find pearl onions because that's a very niche thing to buy from a grocery store. So we got some white onions and we got some shallots to make up for that. And then we got some mushrooms, just some regular mushrooms, and some garlic. So that's all the stuff that's going into the dish. We're gonna make some nice creamy mash. Some people have brought salads and veggies, so we're gonna have a nice cohesive dish at the very end. So we're gonna start by trimming up the chicken. You can get skinless, doesn't have to be skinless, but try to get bone in. Bone means flavor, so. And we have a lot of people here. So if you see people in the background, don't mind them. They're very excited to eat. So, can I just pull this out? Cool. So we're grabbing the garbage. Just so I can throw things away easier. Yeah, so sometimes when you buy chicken thighs, they have a lot of excess skin. You can just cut that off. So we're just gonna cut off a lot of the excess skin. We're gonna cut off some of like the excess fat. So that's all we're doing to get this ready. Yeah. Oh, these are like some giant chicken thighs. All right. Again, excuse us for trying to figure out angles and moving cameras around. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, we have a bowl. Yeah. So we're just going to throw all of the trimmed up chicken in this bowl. And don't be afraid of using like this wine marinade because you like marinated in chicken. We're going to be reducing the wine. So we're going to be killing all these germs and all the bacteria and stuff. You know, so it's okay. Do not worry about germs. And if you don't like skin, you can buy skinless chicken thighs. It's totally okay. Whatever you have at the grocery store. So. So much skin. So this is how like grocery stores get you when you're buying chicken. They leave on like the excess skin and like some of the excess fat so that they can charge you a little more when you're buying chickens. But like all this stuff, we don't need any of this stuff. You know. That's good. Yeah, so much access. But some of these chicken thighs are gigantic, so that's flavor? Yeah, that is. It is flavor. There we go. We are done with this bag. And then we still have some juice here. So we're just gonna open our tub and throw the juices in our tub. It might not look very appetizing, but I promise you, it will be delicious. And honestly, that's how like a lot of stuff looked in culinary school before like the final product. Like a lot of stuff that we did in culinary school, it doesn't look appetizing at first. But that's because, you know, prepping takes a lot of work. And it might not look the prettiest when we're prepping. So, sounds delicious to me. Yep. And all of these drummies. Oh, the other thing about coq au vin, you want to use dark meat. This is not a dish where you kind of want to use like the white meats. You want the dark meats, just because there's more flavor in it. And if you use like the white meats, it might just become dry. So it's not a good white meat dish. So if you people are white meat only, this is not a dish for you. Yeah, so much skin. So much skin that we have to trim away. But just because I say that though, it doesn't mean that you can't use like, you know, chicken breasts or like chicken wings. Like you can do it. It's just, you know, if you were in a restaurant, they would yell at you. So, all right, that looks good. That looks good. What's the one dish that looks disgusting but bussin'? Dang, I can't think of one off the top of my head where something looks like absolutely disgusting, but it's like super delicious. Tater tot hot dish, yeah. I mean, tater tot hot dish does, you know, is not the most appetizing, but it's pretty delicious. I should do that. I should do a tater tot hot dish episode.
The Minnesota episode?
Yeah, the Minnesota episode.
I think most broths tend to look really bad at first.
Yeah, like soups and stuff. Like if you look at like soups and stuff, they look kind of gross at first. Oh, if you guys have questions, you guys can
They
ask.
want to know where you went to college.
Oh, where I went to college? I went to Le Cordon Bleu. Yeah, a very famous, prestigious school.
Where is it again?
There was one here in Mendona Heights. It's not there anymore because of some controversies of like people not making enough money or people were promised things, and that's kind of the argument when you go into like an art type of school, you know. And so the place has shut down now because there's probably other stuff that happened behind the scenes, but that's just what I know. I don't know the whole story of why they shut down the Le Cordon Bleu here in Minnesota, but that's the circulating story. But there might be more to that story. I'm just not sure. All right, so we are almost. Oh, how do you pronounce the dish? I think it's pronounced coq au vin or coq au vin. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Coq au vin? Oh, okay.
Can you hear me? You can hear me. You want to say it for us?
I'm going to be in and out of stream. Sounds good, Pang.
Coq au vin. Coq au vin.
Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, look at all this skin. Look at all this skin. Yeah, this is a very easy dish. You can definitely do this at home. It's a very eye pleaser. You know, if you have a nice date, this will be a cool thing to cook for your date. Yeah, we don't have to really trim these drummies, but there's still some feathers on these drummies. It's okay. We will cut off the feathers. If there's still feathers on your drummies, that's kind of a good thing. It means it's not like just processed and stuff. So. All right. These are all good. All right. These are all good. We are done trimming the chicken. Now let's wash everything down. And the estimated cook time is going to be roughly an hour on this dish. So let's see if we can hit that 1 hour mark. So we are just washing everything. I know I said that, you know, there shouldn't be any bacteria and stuff, but it's always nice to be safe than sorry. So. Yep. All right. Oh, paper towels. Give everything a wipe down. Give everything a wipe down. Oh, this is mine.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we'll start cutting the veggies now. I might start crying because these are some big onions. And I always cry when I cut onions. So I think we're only going to use 2. Yeah, they're giant. And we got some shallots. So we got some more flavorful onions. Yeah, we'll cut a couple shallots. And because we don't have pearl onions, this is what we're doing. I think pearl onions is a seasonal thing too. So that's probably why we couldn't really find any. So here we go. Just gonna cut off the ends.
Where's your onion goggles?
They do not work. These onion goggles. My head is gigantic. My head is
And
gigantic.
I tried to wear them, and I was so crying, just collecting my tears.
Yes, we'll get you Speedo goggles next time.
Sounds good. But yeah, we're just doing a rough chop. We're not doing anything fancy to these onions. They're gonna get caramelized. Everything's gonna get caramelized in a pan.
Onions or shallots? Which one is better if you had to choose?
If I had to choose, shallots for sure. They're smaller and they're more expensive, but definitely shallots over onions if I had the choice. Ain't no KFC chicken farm? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading all these comments right now.
Why would you choose shallots?
Why would I choose shallots? They just taste better. Sometimes onions are just there. Like you can't get a full flavor of an onion if you're doing something like quick with an onion. You know? But like with the shallot, like it's a lot more potent. It's like a very potent onion. Like these giant onions, I might not get these flavors within like an hour. Like it'll be a hint of onion that you can probably taste. But like if you use one of these, it's very, very potent. The onion flavor. Now said onion is better. He don't know what he's talking about. Oh, like purple onion, like red onions? I would prefer those over regular onions.
But you'd still prefer shallots?
But I would still prefer shallots. Yeah. If I had the choice. So.
The only reason we didn't use purple is aesthetically he thought the white was better for the dish.
Yeah, so that's why I got white onions. Because it might look nicer when we cook it in the wine. So that's why we bought white onions instead of red onions. And just in case I want more like oniony flavors, we got some shallots that we're gonna use. Yeah, and I am not crying. That is that's a good sign. So, which is great. What time is it? It is definitely not 4:35 on this thing that I'm looking at.
No, it's 6:30.
Okay. 6:35. We're gonna get all this cut up and cooked off by 7 o'clock. Very sharp knife and airflow helps when it comes to cutting onions. That's very true. It might be because my knife is really good. I sharpened it before we started, so that's probably why I'm not really crying as much. Because I've sharpened my knife. So. Yeah, if you guys have questions, there like you guys might not see, but there's an audience behind the production. So they can definitely ask questions. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have questions, go ahead and ask. Because if you guys like the same questions you guys are asking might be some people watching there, it might be the same as their questions. So yeah. So you marinate the chicken overnight in red wine. Yeah. Traditionally, that's what you do. But people now they haven't really been, because like it's purple chicken. Some people are, you know, they're kind of offset because it's purple chicken, but It tastes better, trust me, if you marinate it overnight in red wine. All right, so we're just also gonna cut these into smaller bits. Yeah, shallots are also very expensive. So that's probably the other reason why people don't use shallots in their cooking. I think shallots are like $3 a pound. Yeah, they're like $3 a pound. So. Yep, and all this is just getting a rough chop. Everything's getting rough chopped. It's all gonna go into a braising pan. It's all gonna go into the oven. But we're gonna cook it off before we put everything together. So. Alright, some shallots mixed in. And now, we got mushrooms. We're just gonna quarter these.
What you looking for?
Nothing. When I find it, save some. We come over to your house after. I'll think about it.
Good luck.
This dish is very delicious. People might not be able to stop eating it. So, let's grab this for our mushrooms, onions. These mushrooms are kind of dirty. Let's give them a rinse.
He changed his mind.
What?
He changed his mind.
What? So he likes mushrooms now?
Oh, he changed his mind because he said no mushrooms.
Oh. I mean, you don't have to eat the mushrooms. You know? But when you try it with like the sauce and everything, you might change your mind. That's all I'm saying. My wife didn't like mushrooms. We went to a fancy restaurant. She loves mushrooms.
Yeah, I like fancy.
But yeah, we're just gonna wash these guys. They're a little dirty. What's the most disgusting French dish you've had? I mean, not a lot. I've never had a French dish where I was like, I don't like how this tastes. So.
What's the worst dish you've ever had?
Yes, that's the thing. That's a hard one because I've only made good dishes.
I was just gonna say, did you make it?
Yeah, because I've only made good dishes. So there's not anything. Snails? You'd be surprised. Snails are pretty good. Snails are pretty good. Yes.
What's the worst dish that someone made for you?
For me?
Yeah, so not your dish, but someone made for you.
There was.
Nothing bad in culinary school.
It's not in culinary school. There was an ex-girlfriend that tried to cook for me one time. Well, it wasn't the end of it. I was being very polite. I ate the whole thing, you know. I forgot what she made. It was very basic, like this Thai curry dish, and it was just okay. It wasn't anything fancy, but she tried, and that's the other. It's the effort. When you cook for somebody, when you cook for a chef, it's not necessarily about how it tastes. It's about the effort that you went through it. My wife's shaking her head like, no.
Because if you would have just said normal girl, then I would assume it was the last.
Yeah. So.
Check out the last stream before it disappears.
Yeah, you can plug in the last stream. The wife cooked in the last stream. She did very well. She took direction very well. You know.
Oh, it's not like an extreme angle, but just a slight. Like a very slight.
Don't date a chef. I mean, there's a lot of truths to that. You probably would not want to date a chef.
You don't have to cook.
It's well, when you date when you date an actual chef, you will never spend any time with them.
That's true.
So
Working restaurant,
yeah.
That's the question.
That's all we care.
Will the chef make all the food at home?
After working all day, no.
They wouldn't want to. Like, see, we're cool with just eating PBs and J's and just, you know, truck our way to the next day. But if we're like a lot of chefs when they're in relationships, they'll cook for their partner, but they will just cook for their partner. They will eat a PB and J while the partner is eating what they cooked for them.
But I think you would be the worst guest at a dinner party because he's critical, or you would make other people
Yeah, a lot of when
uncomfortable.
I go to places and stuff, and when they know that I'm a cook or that I was a chef, they are on their guard. They you know. But the thing is, it's like when they go to like a gathering or stuff, we're not in work mode. We're not thinking about like, oh, this is gonna be, you know, like a 1 star out of 5 or whatever. We're not thinking that because we're not at work, you know. So that's a good I guess misconception that a lot of people have with chefs. It's like we really don't care. You know, the only time we do care is when we're on the clock, and that's, you know. So it's a different mind shift.
So what's your favorite restaurant in the Twin Cities?
Here in the Twin Cities, my favorite restaurant? Oh man. Put me on the spot.
Is it Zenbox?
It's not Zenbox. It's definitely not Zenbox. Oh man.
I heard it went downhill when a chef quit.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people have been telling me that it just doesn't taste the same after a certain chef left.
Yeah.
The food is, you know, just mediocre now. It doesn't taste so great no more. Man, but
It's probably better to ask him based on different the type.
yeah, well, like it like type of food, I guess it doesn't really matter either. Man, I've been to so many restaurants. I'm
What
just
Asian place would you go to?
again here. Well, I want
Which one would you
Which would
recommend?
be your
which
top one?
corner table. Corner table is pretty good. Just like a they're kind of a fusion sometimes, but I'm pretty sure they're Korean owned. If you want to go for more fine dining, I haven't been there yet, but there's an omakase that's called Sanju-san, and I think it's good. I haven't went there, so I don't know yet. I was supposed to go there with somebody in the chat, but they didn't have enough time, so we didn't go. So
How about Stillwater restaurants? Do you have any experience in the Stillwater
and that's the thing. I haven't really eaten anywhere out of like the metro city area. So a lot of my knowledge is like downtown Minneapolis, downtown St. Paul. I know there's a lot of places over here in like in the White Bear area and like the Stillwater area. I just have never personally went there myself. But I hear a lot of good things. Like I know there's an Asian restaurant in, I think, White Bear Lake. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there?
The one that I went to and I said it was horrible.
Oh, was it that one?
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. I hear people say good things about it.
It's probably
It's-
the one in like next to Kowalski's. I assume.
Yeah.
No, is it Japanese?
I think it's Japanese.
The one we went to, the one
Mizu?
that's.
Oh,
Is it Mizu?
Is it Mizu
It sounds
next
right.
to
It's by Kowalski's.
Kowalski's? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
So yeah, I hear good things. I personally have never been
That
there.
was one of the places that I looked up that said it could potentially be 1-star worthy if they actually hand out like Michelin stars.
Oh, I see.
They're
Okay, so
really
they
good.
are-
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was one of the ones that
Yeah, we went there. I think it was like a Valentine's Day special or something. I've always wanted to try it, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, but like for me, for like downtown restaurants, like we like after work, we usually always go to like Spoon and Staple. Where else do we usually go? Into like Revival. Yeah, Corner Table. We used to go to Butcher and the Boar. I don't think it's called Butcher and the Boar anymore. I think it's called something else now. But it was a bistro is what it was. But those are some places that I like going to.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite thing at Revival?
At Revival, fried chicken.
Well, I mean, yeah.
If you go to Revival, you gotta eat their fried chicken.
They run good burgers.
Yeah, I know they got good burgers, but like when you go to Revival, you just gotta get fried chicken. every time I tell myself when I go to Revival, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna get fried chicken, and then we get like a platter of fried chicken.
You always do. You always.
So
Aside from tasting the food, what's another way a customer can read the restaurant's quality?
oh, see, that's a tough one.
I assume bathrooms.
Yeah, so restaurant, yeah, like bathrooms is a big one. If you want to know how like quality or nice a restaurant is, bathroom is a very big one.
Really?
Yeah. So if the bathroom's very clean, it's a good restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see why that
But if you go to the bathroom and it's like it's kind of a mess, you might want to like, you know, wash your hands or like see how. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't care about their
Because if they don't care about their bathrooms, then yeah, they're not gonna care. If they don't care about their bathrooms, you're gonna get E. coli, just like you know. So, yeah, it's a big one. Like bathrooms, a big one. Just like seeing if there's like a bunch of flies or like just see how upkept their dining area is.
Because you think dives? Because you think you have this, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to this dive.
Going to this dive, food's great, but
Really bad.
yeah. And it's one of the secrets in the restaurant industry. It's like how well can we fake stuff? You know, that's the thing that you got to understand. In all restaurants, it's okay, how well can we make this more fancy? How well can we make this so that they don't see some of the things that we're not like, you know, upkeeping or whatever. So that's the big, yeah.
What if it's a Viet place with a really loud bathroom fan?
Base.
With a real loud. I don't know. Is it clean? Like, are there flies? You know, like fans are all right if you have like giant fans and stuff. And
They have flies?
outside there.
So what about flies if it's a patio outside?
and then that's a little different. That's outside. Yeah.
It's just really inside.
It's more about what's in. Yeah. So.
We do too, but sometimes we
All
just
right.
whatever Devin and Sam's favorite.
Yeah.
When my sister was she sent a photo and she goes, "This is for Devin." It was a restaurant called Nacho Daddy. Yes, it's his favorite.
Okay, Frank? I'm good. You know what? No, I'm good for now. You good for now? Yep.
So this might look like a lot of mushrooms, but these mushrooms are gonna shrink when we cook them.
I'm glad you tried.
Yeah, so it's good to have all the holidays. Second for always volunteers to take care of people.
Hashtag lurk. Thanks for the lurk, ST. Appreciate you. Come back in a couple of what's the nasty restaurants you do not recommend going to? Oh man, there's a few restaurants. Yeah, Destiny. Destiny is one of them. Not very well upkept. Yeah, fast food ones. Yeah, a lot of fast food ones. Like,
Our Subway is sus.
yeah, our Subway, the Subway that's kind of by us is a little sus. But like fast foods and stuff, they kind of get a pass because like they'll buy cleaners and stuff, and like they'll like call like actual cleaner companies to come and like wash all of their things and stuff and like their kitchens and stuff. Yeah.
And which one was that? So make sure we don't go there. Well, if you're in Ohio,
So, I think all subways, yeah, all subways are a little sus. You know, are they wearing gloves? Are the veggies wilted? Something you gotta keep looking at, you know. But if we're in Vegas and it's like 1 a.m, I would go to Subway. Yeah, In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, in fast foods, if they're not wearing gloves, it's a little sus. Just cause like they're probably not really like washing their hands properly and stuff. They're not doing what I'm doing, where I'm like washing my hands constantly. You guys are seeing me do. So. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're not in the shot. Like they probably don't even hear you, you know, getting the ice. Yeah. Yep, it's right here, so you're fine. Cold cut is bussin' though. Yeah, it is, but you don't have to get it from Subway. You know, you can get cold cuts from other places. Yeah, there's like Jimmy John's, there's Jersey Mike's. Tom said hook 'em up. Yeah. So.
Dragonflyer said we have a local
Bar in a small town that has pretty good for bar food. Yeah, and I'm not saying all bar like, you know, is bad, right? Yeah. Like I love bar food. I love, you know, like gastropub stuff, you know. All right, all of that is cut. Oh, I guess we can use this.
He's wrongfully imprisoned. And he wrongfully.
Local bar here. I'm just at Reheats Food from Sam's Club. We still get it though. Hey, Sam's Club has some pretty good stuff. All right. I ain't gonna say anything bad about Sam's Club. I know, right? I wish we can just go in for free. Well, you can if you just want food, you can just go to Sam's Club to like go get their food, like their hot food and stuff. You don't have, yeah. Some of the best foods are homey foods. Yep, I agree. A nice home cooked meal. It doesn't get any better than that, you know. Oh, I dropped the garlic. Nah, it's homie's food.
That's a lot of chicken.
It is. It's a lot of chicken. Yep.
Oh, that's a good question.
So what differentiates French food from the rest of the countries? Honestly, French food is a lot of like braising. A lot of time, a lot of braising. That's what makes it kind of its own thing. You know, kind of like if you think about Italy, a lot of people think about pasta, but it's funny because I don't think pasta when I think about Italy. I think about like seafood, I think about like tomatoes and like a lot of the things that they have locally. But like America, you know, when we think about Italian food, we probably think, you know, pasta or pizza. But Italian food is a lot more than just pasta and pizza. They have a lot of, you know, other things that they do. Like they do like I think they probably have the best like dried meats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when they do like a charcuterie board, they have the best like charcuterie boards.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Is
But yeah, for French though, it's a lot of like braising, a lot of like thyme. Yeah, also like pasta in Italy is a lot different than America pasta. You know. Like a good thing or a good like a good way to differentiate America pasta and pasta from Italy, like chicken Alfredo. You know, we make chicken Alfredo here with like cream and like all that stuff, but like real chicken Alfredo is just like cheese and water, which is really weird. It's probably delicious, but it's really yeah, it's just cheese and water and butter, you know. Where in America, like a lot of our stuff is like cream, a lot of heavy cream. Where in Italy, they actually don't use cream at all. They just use butter and pasta water.
Oh, they use pasta water?
Yeah, with like the starch and stuff. So the starch from the water will thicken whatever they need to be thickened. Yeah, so instead of using, heavy cream or whatever. Yeah, so that's why whenever you see real Italians, they're like, that's not how you make pasta because that's not how you really make pasta. you know. Can American cook French food? Do you have to go to the motherland to taste the real deal? I mean, yes and no. Because, like, I've never been to Japan. But people tell me that I make Japanese food as good as, people in Japan do. But, like, I was very lucky, though. So maybe, you have to... It depends. Depends on, who you're cooking from. Like, what recipe are you using?
Where do you get your recipes?
A lot of my recipes come from, like, let's say I'm doing like coq au vin, so I'm just taking this recipe that I've learned from culinary school, which is a very just a classic base recipe, and it's just in our cookbook, but you can always alter. That's the thing about cooking, you can always alter ingredients, you can always alter anything, but as long as you're using the fundamentals of making that dish. So it's not necessarily about like the ingredients per se, it's about like the fundamentals of like cooking it. So like, really, do we need mushrooms? We don't need mushrooms. Do we need onions? We don't need onions. Like, that could be like carrots, celery. This can be like a different veg. It can be turkey instead of chicken. You might get yelled at from French people though, but as long as you're using the fundamentals of how to cook that dish. Yeah.
How about potato or celery?
Yeah, you can use potatoes. So what we're making to go with this dish is just like a simple mashed potato. But you don't have to use potatoes. You can put this over like a risotto. You can make pasta. You can put this over a pasta,
How healthy is French food compared to American?
Not very healthy. The reason why I say that, there's a lot of butter and a lot of fat that goes into French cooking. Yeah. So like, is it better because it didn't come from like a factory? Yes. But is it more healthy for you? Probably not, So.
Everything's better with butter, is what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. Everything is better with butter. Butter, fats,
Flavor-wise, maybe.
Wow. There's something special.
Today I had a simple bowl of rice with some chicken in it with butter on it. A little salt and pepper. So simple. Sure. Yeah, kind of what we had laying around, and it was great. It was.
I've
really
always
good. Yeah,
think
we
of
never
rice,
done it.
chicken with rice, like what kind of rice?
That was just like yeah,
Probably more healthy. Yeah, like I said, it's more healthy in the sense where the food's not coming from, you know, like a giant company. But, you know, a lot of French food, there's a lot of like fats that are involved with French food. You know.
I mean, it doesn't have to count. It's good.
A good example is frog wah. Like, I love frog wah. It's very inhumane how to make frog wah, but I love frog wah. Yeah. Yeah, and if you don't know what frog wah is, it's just like the liver of a goose. It's the liver of a goose, but this goose has been force-fed so that it can be the biggest like liver that it can have. They're literally force-fed until like they explode. It's very bad how they make frog wah, but I love it. I love eating it.
Wouldn't want to be the goose.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to be the goose, but like, man, I love eating frog wah, you know. All right, so this is just pork belly. You don't have to use pork belly, but it's very traditional to use pork belly. And like I said, you can use bacon if you don't have pork belly on hand. Bacon works, pancetta works. You can go to like there's smoked pork jowl, which is like this part of the pig, that works. But yeah, so this is just to give it some more flavor. And I thought I bought skin off, so we're gonna have to cut this skin off. Yeah. So it's okay. We can trim this. How do I want to trim this is the question.
One thing you wish Americans
would adopt in French food, what would it be? Don't have to be big. Well, Americans can adopt a lot of things from a lot of other countries that I think Americans should do. But we don't. And I think it's just like better farms. Like if we had less like big companies like pushing out like, you know, meats and stuff. More like local stuff that we can get. Because that's what's really killing America. It's not necessarily the food, it's all the stuff they use in these giant companies, you know, so it's how they process their meats and stuff, you know. It's not like growth hormones and stuff, and like sometimes even like pesticides and all that stuff. So where in other countries, like, you know, they just go to the farm. Like, oh, you got 2 cows for sale? Yeah, let me get those 2 cows, you know? So,
We were just talking about how they don't allow it.
yeah. Yep.
Europe and stuff, they don't allow pesticides.
Yeah. Any of that stuff, you know?
Right. It's illegal.
Yep.
It's illegal. Yeah. I mean, here we dump it on the barrel.
Yeah.
Over there, no.
It's even worse because in some states, or even just where you're living, like some places they don't allow you to have like your own vegetable gardens or have chickens
Yep.
or anything. Like they'll
Right.
shut you down.
They'll shut you down.
Which is funny how I talk about frog wah. Because like, you know, people are mad about how frog wah is made and stuff, and people are like, you know, you shouldn't. Frog wah is the liver of a goose, and it's from a goose that's been force fed. So they've been fed until they pretty much explode. Yeah. So people hate it, but it tastes delicious. It tastes phenomenal. But people are mad about that. But people aren't mad about like these giant companies, yeah, how we take care of like ourselves in America, you know, like with all these pesticides and like growth hormones in food and stuff. Yeah. Where it's like, you know, people are mad about a tradition because Frog Wa is a tradition, you know, but they're not upset about, you know, corporate stuff.
Force feeding cows every day.
Yeah, that's really what we're doing, you know, with corn and stuff. We're, you know,
Where they even put like doors into like the cows, they can stuff them full of more grass and stuff.
yeah.
Opening up their
So
I was gonna say something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay,
good.
we're gonna eat here.
we got a couple hours.
So what
Get
is
some more
the best
drinks
kind of
in.
beef? Is it grass-fed or what?
The best type of beef would be cows eating grass. Like that's just normally what they eat. But like companies like here, they'll like corn and stuff. They'll force feed them corn. They'll force feed them other type of things. Cows, they'll eat anything if you just put it in front of them. You know, just like pigs. Like pigs will eat anything too if you just put it in front of them.
Wagyu?
You know.
What do you think of Wagyu?
Of what?
Wagyu?
Oh, Wagyu. I love Wagyu, and like those cows, they get treated too nicely.
They get a massage, listen to classical music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Like,
Yeah. If you're gonna go to the salon,
yeah.
You get raised for beef, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
They can have
You know.
Didn't we at least learn that there's like a pig or something that's almost in the same?
There is. There's a pig. I forgot what this pig is called, but it's the same. It's on the same level as Wagyu, but it's a pork version, and I believe it's in Spain that they do it. It's a black hog.
Mm,
I forgot what it's called, but
super pampered.
it's super. Yeah, it's the same way. It's super pampered.
Have you ever made a demi-glaze?
Yes, I have, and I hate making them because they take too long. That's the only reason why I hate making them. But if you have the time to make a demi-glaze, do it.
how long does it take?
It can be like 2 to 3 hours, depending on like your stock, because you're just reducing beef stock.
Oh,
Yeah, and all you're doing, you're just cooking it down, and it depends on like the consistency and you want on this, you know, your sauce or your demi-glace or whatever you're using it for. But whenever I make a demi-glace, it takes me like 4 hours. So
I'm just getting Berkshire.
what?
I'm just getting Berkshire pig.
It's a very low key thing. It's not gonna be here in America. You won't get it in America.
Well, Google ain't finding it either.
Yeah. Like the only reason why I know about it is because like I know a couple people that went there and got it. Yeah, and ate it. So Iberico pork? Is that what it's called?
It sounds better. Call it
You know. I don't know if that's what it's called, but maybe.
I got a question about chicken.
Yeah, go ahead.
Free-range chicken.
Free range chicken.
What do you recommend for like the roast chicken?
Honestly,
Yeah.
for chickens, like for people to taste a distinct flavor in a chicken, it's not very distinct as some people claim it to be from free range to corporate or a big company chicken. Yeah, it probably tastes better, a free range chicken. But the thing about free range chicken is that we're so used to seeing big plump chicken. So if you see a free range chicken, it's gonna be a small chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
think
about
it is.
brining?
Brining? Yeah, you can brine it. Like in that case, I would brine it if it's a smaller chicken, you know, because it's not so big. Yeah.
Otherwise, if you were roasting, do you recommend roasting in the oven, like in what temperature? We don't have any good luck with roasting chickens.
Yeah.
They don't taste like
It's-
they used
well,
to.
it tastes good. Oh.
Yeah, for roasting a chicken, like there's a couple ways you can roast a chicken. And
Matter where you get your chicken, whether it's like from Walmart or from Whole Foods.
not at all. I think for roasting chicken or even just cooking chickens, it's just like your cooking method on what you want to do with it. So when you roast a chicken, do you guys just put it like flat on like a tray and just like put it in the oven? So what you can do is have it upward. So that it hits heat from the whole oven.
So sitting up.
Yeah, so you have it sitting upward. Yeah, kind of like a beer can chicken. Yeah, kind of like a beer can.
I think it is the Iberico pork.
Iberico pork,
But
yeah.
It's actually illegal in America.
Well, yeah, because they're not gonna want to give us their prize pork. Like, of course, you know, it's like Wagyu. Like we can't get real Wagyu from Japan.
It is Spain. So.
Yeah, Spain. Yeah, you know, like when we get Wagyu here, it's not the place that you get it from Japan. Like we get a cow that's been like kind of crossbred with a Wagyu cow, so it's not a full Wagyu cow that we get here in America. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, we couldn't. A whole Wagyu cow is like millions of dollars. Like.
What is the most disrespectful dish you've had?
The most disrespectful dish?
I don't know.
Like sacrilegious?
Yeah, disrespectful can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. Because I've had a lot of ramen that was not good ramen. You know.
Taste-wise.
Or maybe it's like, it's just, like if it's supposed to be a French tradition, they don't follow the culture or something like that. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever had a disrespectful dish.
Usually they don't talk back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty polite. They stick
But
to
I
it.
think I get what you're trying to say, Mode, is yeah, something that's I guess not traditional and someone served it to me. Yeah, like this for example, if this was made with like turkey instead of chicken.
You should bring him
You
a
know.
little story about the dish that Alex's birthday party.
I don't remember that. That they just had?
Yeah, it was I can't remember the name of the dish.
What do they have?
It was a dish that like your brother had at his wedding. The one that had like.
You're not giving me any good descriptions here.
I am not. I just remember I didn't eat it because it was made with like the innards of like stuff. But
Why not?
The innards of stuff? Intestines?
yeah, I don't remember what the dish was.
Tripe?
No, what your brother's like. It was the same dish that like we had at like your brother's wedding. It was like a traditional dish.
Cow bile? Cow- I Okay.
No.
That's not on the menu today. Cow bile is definitely not.
I just remember like she thought it was one thing, but when she opened it, it just ended up being like chicken like legs with like the dressing of like whatever it's supposed to be.
Larb?
Yes,
Lob?
Yes.
Lob?
Lob.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess when people make lob, that's usually a very sacrilegious thing that people do. When they make it, they'll do their own like take on it, and some people will make lob like they'll do it like cooked, and it's usually made with like a beef, but they'll use like chicken and stuff, and I guess they use chicken legs.
Well, it wasn't even lob. It was
Yeah, they just called it that. Pronounce something like zuo. What is that? What's zuo?
You was probably trying to figure out what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I've never had anything where I felt disrespected eating. Well, I lie. Okay, so I go to. You guys know my background. You know, I'm a ramen chef. So whenever I go into a place that has ramen, I usually get it. And so usually a lot of the ramen that I get is very disrespectful because it's just not correct. So
Not correct.
it's very not correct how people make it. So this is just fat. If you guys can see this, I'm just
Go
gonna.
down further.
This one? So we're just gonna toss this because it's just fat. You know, not a lot of meat on it.
Just wait.
Yeah,
Oh well.
because we want good meat to fat ratio.
Want some fat.
Yeah. What's the time? Oh, 7:16. I am behind schedule. That's not good.
We started a little late.
Yeah, I know. We did start a little late. So it's all right. No. You guys are all guests. Do not help. If you guys really want to peel potatoes, yeah, I guess you guys can peel potatoes. So, everything's chopped up. We're going to get some color on all of this stuff. We're going to get this giant tub of ice cream reducing. And then when we get it all colored.
You're good. That camera's not on.
Yeah, so that camera's not on. You're fine. So, it's only shooting this way. We were going to do the whole bag. So. Oh, no. You're fine.
No, I meant for them
For-
the potatoes.
I mean, they can just put it in that sink, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, back home. If I have my fans back home.
He's not using this one.
yeah. That was,
Yeah, so there's a peeler on the table.
We'll reset it by moving this.
So, producer son.
Those are not disappearing. I am not qualified to move this, but I'm going to.
We're fine. We're fine. So we're gonna start browning. We're gonna start browning the chicken. That's what we want. We're gonna turn on the oven. Oh, that's not good.
So the important part of browning is that you actually get it to brown all over.
Yeah. Yep. So we're just looking for some color. I think this is the oven.
The skin is on.
Big. Yeah, we got skin on. Cause I like skin on. Yep. Oh, it's just buttons. Start. Good. How's that look?
Looks good. I can't lift it a little bit more. I don't remember.
That's fine. Producer San's here. We're okay. Oh, this is a heavy thing of chicken. Yeah, we're fine. Do you have tongs? Are they over here? I do not see. Oh, are these it? Cool. Oh, perfect. We'll use this. This is fine. We just need stuff. Oh, you're pushing it up a little bit? Perfect. This works. So we want high heat, hot heat. We're looking for a good sear. And all I'm doing is salt and pepper on the chicken. That's all it needs is just salt and pepper.
No, they didn't know.
this one they're not in it because it's like this way.
Spectators are saying,
Oh, they could see.
leave the space in the crowd.
Well, she did walk in front earlier. Almost like it's
Just some pepper. Always season, always season. Is the chicken being fully cooked right now? Partially. It's being partially cooked. We're just looking for some color because it's gonna go into an oven for about an hour. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Beautiful. All we want is some color. Do not be afraid of the fire. Oh.
Oh, yeah, he loves that.
Fingers of Steel making its return? Yeah. Slowly but surely. I am like slowly being able to touch fire again. We can use this. Perfect. And we're definitely gonna get a little more color in this pan than we are in this pan, but that's okay. And remember, we're not cooking these all the way. We just want a little bit of color. A little bit of color goes a long way. And if some of the skin comes off of the chicken, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. How's one bag looking? Do you guys think one bag's enough? I think one bag's enough. Unless you guys want more mashed potatoes, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. 1.5. Yeah. Yeah.
The potatoes cut? Quartered?
Yeah. Quartered. Yeah, quartered. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. We're going to use that. Yeah. Yep. So hopefully this will be big enough for it. Half quartered, it doesn't matter. It's going in a pot. Yeah. Small. That's fine. Yeah. Like Yeah. At 400.
They're asking if they're just sushi out now.
Yeah, they are now. Yeah. These are some giant drummies. Huh. All right, so we're just gonna pour out some of this oil that's in this pan. And this little thing. There we go. And when you're gonna brown your meats here, you're gonna have a lot of excess fat because we're using the dark meat. And dark meat usually has more fat on them. So
They're all ended up migrating together.
yeah. Onions. We're gonna get some color on these. Oh no! I lost some onions. That's all right. You got it?
Can't let the dog go have it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
A little bit more oil. And we were using the same pans because we're rebuilding a lot of flavor in these pans, which is really good. So we're gonna get some colors on this, colors on the mushrooms. We're gonna deglaze these pans with the wine, reduce the wine. Yeah. Consistency of the onions. We're just looking for color. That's all we're really looking for. Because it's all going to go in a tray to get braised in an oven. So you're just looking for some color. You're not looking to brown or anything. Yeah, smelling good. Great. Good sign.
two good
So
nights,
he
that one
learned.
and another one. Yeah, I probably could
By
be
like
for
Christmas.
midnight with the kids.
What brand is it?
We're getting a lot more color in this pot. So, but we want all the flavors at the bottom of this pot. So, huh. More color, more color. More color, more color.
Okay, samples are ready.
Great. They can just, yep, put some water in it. They can sit there for now.
Don't forget the green beans.
Yep, I know. There's going to be an hour of stuff where I'm not going to be doing much. So during that hour, we can cook the green beans, the mash. Yeah. A little bit more oil. Taken. Oh, you can just put it on the table for now.
I didn't put any salt in it.
Yeah. Now we want some color on our mushrooms. Do people not like mushrooms? You guys don't like mushrooms? Oh, you don't? Yeah, you can definitely pick out the mushrooms if you're not a mushroom lover. Alright, that's good for onions. No, I'm gonna have to put this in two. Which is okay. Which is why we got two. More mushrooms. And yeah, these mushrooms are just looking for color. We want to cook them down just a little bit. So, and I'm just adding in more oil. That's all. So it has the essence of the chicken with the oil. Yeah, we'll mix this up. We'll mix this up. Just gonna take a little bit of butter. Bam. Just a little bit of butter. Bam. Let's put more mushrooms in this pot. Yeah. Yeah. I can grab them for you. You need glasses?
She wanna be a psychologist?
Right. Yeah.
So you kind of compare me on eye. You're preaching.
Discipline.
I didn't really miss naturally till my head slightly, but I don't think it's because of it. I just think it's comfortable when it's fine.
I assumed it, but it could be the same. I think it's the
Mine is honestly not that trying to sugar.
yeah, it's like even now.
Like once you stop looking at it,
I mean, you take one feels. I use. I've been trying to do all the.
They don't want to let it go. They don't want to let it
Ugh.
go. Oh, yeah. It's like when she goes.
Okay. All right, now we're gonna cook the pork.
No. Oh, artwork upstairs.
and then double you.
What do you got up there?
City Slicka 69. Welcome. Welcome. City Slicka 69.
Wallpaper's like on your bookshelf, and then there's like this brick wall, the brick wooden door, like a very tall. one case for that old thing, could you, can I paint it? Well, why not? Because so I built that, like, I built that. Cherry, cherry wood. If you want to buy a pine grass, you know? Why would I buy a cherry door? Yeah, but she. That was like ahead of, way ahead of his time, my son. When we were doing, it's what's coming. So he gets the house and he needs his
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That was a long time.
yeah,
Hasn't been a lot.
yeah.
and now people are painting it.
City Slicker 69 said you want bit. Seems good.
Thank you. All right, so now we're going to reduce the wine. So we're now creating our sauce.
I love beautiful wood. You know,
And we want to get all the biddies from the bottom. That's what we want.
You would need like a
Yeah.
8-foot
So we have a bar in the basement. Yeah. It's an old bar. We bought it on Craigslist years ago. And it's like an old railing and old and then they put like a paraboard with like a.
Is that what they call fond? F-O-N-D?
Fond?
Definitely.
Yes. Yes. The biddy is on the bottom, right?
So we took the top. Lucky it was just screws down. We got all some of the screws like. So we got all the screws and got the top off. And then we went out that oak that we get a couple like 2-inch thick pieces of oak. So you put it on there already? No. Because the oak was a short tree. It was like a 6-foot tree. And that
Look, it's already boiling, which is good.
that bar is, I think it's 79 inches. So it's so they're like 10 inches short. So yeah. I need another piece.
And we want to reduce this to half. Yeah, the biddies? Yeah.
Oh, really? We went out and oh shit, it's too short. So we're gonna wait. Someday we'll cut up some more of that. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, perfect. I can use this maybe? Skim, skim, skim,
I moved right, and I moved
skim, skim.
because they planted all that grass, and Alexis wouldn't let me because the Bobcat. So it's down by the driveway, so we should go over. Yeah, that'd be good.
Skim, skim. I can't really skim this one. Gonna have to use a spoon.
One of the guys that works for me is down in Maple, Minnesota, and he's taking a whole woods out. And I said, well,
And the reason why we have scummies on the top right here is because this is from the chicken. The impurities from the chicken. I need a bigger, better spoon. Will this work?
I'm gonna go down to the basement. And no, they're just gonna come down.
We'll be okay.
But it's beautiful stuff. We got up some, we got some from friends of his. It's really close. It was over in, not another time. There you go. Look at that.
This works. Just gonna get the scummies on the top here.
Does the scum add bad flavor or is it a presentation thing?
No, it's gonna make it a little bitter. So you're gonna want to try to get as much of it out as you can. Yeah. It's okay. I'm just gonna get as much of it as I can. Oh, there's a doggo.
When I was in high school, I still have it. I built it for my mom, grandfather clock on a black walnut. And then she bought the timepiece when it was like 50 years old.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, dog.
I mean, I've done it.
Oh, it eats up all, yeah. It's tough stuff. But man, it's beautiful in the same thing. Sarah's grandfather, we had this, it's a chess table, he was like a grandmaster.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add them together now. Bam. All the flavors. Hopefully we got all the flavors from that pan.
Took him 2 years to 5 years. And then he loved to play chess. He built his table. It's like a whole tabletop spot. And they cut all the pieces out of like, I'm not sure if I think it's maple and black walnut and cherry. And so cherry ordered it. And he made it. Yeah, I never met.
I love the smells of everything. All right, so we can get potatoes on.
You just got rated by
Who? Cream Delish, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome everybody. We're making coco van. We're almost going to put them in the oven. So we're getting the wine reduced. We're gonna make the sauce, and then when we do it, we're gonna put it in the oven for about an hour. All right. Oh.
Did you answer with how many people you're feeding?
I am feeding about 15. 16. Yeah.
Someone get a head count.
So, can I get a better lid for that? Just looking for a lid. Without dropping anything. Perfect. Perfect. Is that new pot the potatoes? Yeah, so in this pot, it's just potatoes. We're just gonna get that going.
You had some amazing sous chefs.
Yeah, I got amazing sous chefs that peeled them, cut them for me. And so for the wine, you want it to reduce it half, but you also kind of don't want to smell like the alcohol anymore. So we're getting there. So, I'm going to make I think it's called beurre Monet. It's butter and flour. So you saving me some? Maybe, Pang. I might be. That here?
Peggy
That
said
is-
she's saving you some. I have $3.
I got you. I got you.
We can just make it for them another time.
I know. Yeah? It's not all together yet.
It's a very subtle thing.
Yeah. The red wine, the chicken. You'll be at my house later? Alright. And so what we're doing is we're just mixing butter and flour. This is going to be our thickening agent. Because we're eating it with mashed potatoes, I want the sauce to like almost be a gravy consistency. Not really, but so
Why do you use flour instead of starch?
starch is just a thickening agent. So it's not going to add like a depth of thing, yeah. Where flour, you do a flour butter thing, it's going to add a lot more flavors.
Did you melt the butter?
Nope, but the butter is at room temperature. If I was gonna do the butter and like the pot, it would be a roux. But we're not doing that. We're just doing the flour and the butter together, and we're gonna add it into the sauce. See if we can scum.
Oh, you found a shifter.
Stock. We are going to be adding stock, salt, pepper to taste. And then
Playing at the moment.
what?
There's a commercial playing.
Oh, is there?
I know because of this stream.
I heard about that. You heard?
No, you have to. It kind of also does it. You can think how long you want the ad to be an hour. So it's like an hour. You want 3 minutes of ad into a portion. That's just like you can also turn them on. I keep them on until they sleep. Then I can turn on 3-minute ad. Right. And then if
Where they
it's
going?
an hour,
There's a
Store?
I have to
Oh,
keep it
store.
through.
Have you, has he been up to
It's getting there. It's getting there.
follow it over to right there? There's a thing in the neck, oh, next to quicker. Oh, he is in there, okay. I wondered, yeah, it's been a long time. It's like a game word out there, yeah. The problem is, I started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was going back and forth. We'll go out, like, we'll go through something, and then I got away over the thing, drop them off. I was like, oh, just drop them off, because all the friends are there, they're all friends.
How much would I be looking to pay for a coq au vin in the restaurant? It's pretty affordable depending on where you go. If you go to an upscale place, maybe 35 plus. If you're going to a restaurant that probably has it like in the city or something, probably like $15, $20.
place next to Flickr, the Battleship?
That's where we're going.
Yeah, that's where you're going now?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What is it, just people play games?
So it's not a bunch of like cards like in cases and a bunch of products, but it's got a ton of tables for people who are playing like just for fun or they have like tournaments and stuff. It's just like a
Oh, they're going to Battlegrounds? Cool.
So we play like it's like we play card games. So it's you go there and you can sit with people who like have decks and you can play against them.
Right.
It's a real nice place.
Yeah, it's always,
I know.
parking lots.
Oh, so much oil. We're going to have to take out some of this oil from this pan. But that's all right.
So it's like they have like all the terrain.
While that's going,
If you go downstairs, you see I've got a ton of models of the ping pong tables. I got like this big tank and a bunch of guys. You gotta go to the pool later.
what? Yeah. There's just a lot of oil residue in this one. So, just gonna dump it into a bowl. I might just dump it into the sauce. Oh, these chicken juices.
The cartridge, I don't know if these games are, but they're really like decks, and that's what they should have.
Okay, so the alcohol flavor is starting to disappear. At least the smell. That's when you know you're ready. You want to evaporate all the alcohol. It can probably go a little bit longer too.
Look at it, like down the basement, he's got like, you know, we can buy, I see there's different types of cards, but he's got like, different action figures, we buy them separate. I know that.
Just seasoning it, salt, pepper.
Did you learn this dish while attending culinary school?
Yes, yes, I did learn this dish. This is one of the first things we had to make. So this was one of the benchmarks that you had to do.
Upside down, pretty. She was a pretty kid,
We can separate this now into different pans.
Goes in one day on. Yeah. And you're working from home still? Pretty much. Yeah, I'm supposed to go, a day or 2 a week.
It's the only one that stands out.
Lately, it's been like if someone's in town, like my boss is in town 2 weeks ago, so
That gets a whole, I think I told you that, it'll be required.
This will be in the
Yeah.
oven for 1 hour.
Yeah, so American Express, oh, business travel. Yeah.
So they were number
They were the biggest corporate travel management company, and we were the third biggest. And
Doesn't
then,
look very well.
well, it's not closed yet, they're waiting approval.
everything was running. It's gonna be a cool business.
Well, and,
Number one, buying number three.
The business travel market is so huge that, you know, American Express, they're the biggest travel management company in the world, and they only control like 4%. And we control 3%. Because there's so many, there's so many companies out there, like small travel, so even
Do they have a panel of judges that have always? No, they do not. It's not as cool as how they do it in anime. Clothes don't go flying off. It's just one guy or one girl, and they take a bite and they're like, "That's good. You pass." That's all it is.
We struggled coming out of the pandemic. Our balance sheet was very good and we were struggling and, you know, trying to build it up. But that was a bad time because we did all that huge computer thing. Yeah. I remember. So.
She'll be happy. I know it's hard to get to that.
But it seems like they want to so all these people that where's the company are all
These ovens ready. Oh yeah, they're pretty hot.
oh hey so and so's last day tomorrow. So and key people who want to keep they're not gonna replace you know, I asked my boss that, it was just in a meeting I had, I said, if I'm thinking we're gonna try to replace them. They said, well, right, yeah, we want, because we used to get, we'd have a bonus plan, we made our revenue, and he's like, well, bonus this year, because, you know,
What's that store
our
on?
numbers are way up. But it just seems-
What?
it just seems-
Oh.
You know, I probably don't want to know. 32 years. And, so, the thought of, and he wanted to retire at 62, which is just 2 years old. So, I'm not gonna go start over something. My hope is that two huge companies coming together is gonna take 2 years to figure out how to, you know, because and my net worth keeps going up because I'm not one of the only people that knows how this is designed and how they work. Everybody else is right. Yeah, and I'm thinking that, you know, I feel my job is secure. You're not gonna get rid of me. They get all of our customers onto their systems and retire all of us. So our customers have contracts to use all the solutions. So I don't know how. I'm hoping it takes 2 years to figure that out. Oh, I bet it will. And then maybe 3. I'm gonna retire. And what's even better is after 2 years, they offer me a package to retire. Right. Yeah, this guy's in line. What would be even better is there's moving going on that so many people are hoping that they're going to
What did you add to the reduction? I added the juices from the chicken. There we go. So this stuff, this is just like the residue from like the chicken. That's all. And it's just like a nice fat gelatinous. Flavor wise, we're almost there. Almost. Yeah, the salt's just in the grinder. Salt and pepper. You don't need anything else. Just salt and pepper.
But they're still doing all the work. I mean, they're still. Yeah, and they don't. The zippers in these here, I have my camera on, they have their camera on, and we're just following the same thing. Doesn't matter where they're.
So what this is right here is just butter and flour. We're gonna use this to thicken our sauce. One more taste. That's what we want. So this, add in a little bit at a time. Oh, nice. They have a whisk. Nice.
Oh, I did that when there was a dog. And it got it.
Show me the butter. Why add a little at a time? Because I don't, it's just for consistency. Like, I don't want it to be thick. But if it gets too thick, we can always add in more liquids. What I should have done was add a little water into this before I threw it all in here. Gnocchi? No, cause gnocchi's like a pasta,
I know some of these are not fast.
so that's why.
Paying tip $3. I have $3.
Thanks, Pang.
It's fascinating,
Mix, 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 mix. That's what we're looking for.
But they are. I've really
Mm.
it's been a challenge and regulations, but they're so Was that a story for the broth?
It's called a beer Marnier.
She's like, you're a human, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So just
Very sweet.
You don't have to leave home, you just.
I love you, but I'm a little
Instead of small
skeptical
towns.
and weary. He's had some bad things happen. So he's always very cautious. You know that humans are
Yeah, are they ready with it? Not that much.
I'm really trying to get me you already have to be but they're bond. So watches
Okay, that's what we're looking for. All right, we're gonna pour this over our stuff now and get this to boil again. All right, boiling. We're gonna pour.
Oh, no, I drive by it. I drove by it.
Yes.
I'm gonna pour some more.
These have a warehouse, yeah, because what I'm doing is so.
Oh. All right, now we're gonna put these in the oven. Right here, like this. In the oven. Just like this.
Cream delusion, have to head out. Thank you for sharing time with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for raiding.
Did you show the drip consistency?
Oh. Here, there's still some left in here. I don't know if. So that's what we're looking for. And there's gonna be more liquid that goes into it from the chicken because the chicken's gonna be cooking now in the oven. So if it's a little too thick, it's okay because the chicken will make it smooth out a little bit, but that's the consistency that we want. Yeah. So, yep.
Got it. Got it anyways. Nice catch.
And then I put in the
That's really good.
Yeah. So. All right. So Coco Van is in the oven. Now we got to do potatoes, some veggies, and hopefully we can get that done in an hour and then do a nice little plate for you all to watch. Is it hot? It's a little hot. But we will start putting everything away. Oh, I should have thrown this back in there.
So it's hard on the dogs. Yeah, different moms.
So what I'm pouring into the chicken is just the juices of the chicken that we had a while ago. Yeah, the oil, the fats. It's gonna add a lot of flavor. All right. All right, we're gonna still need the butter. We don't need the flour anymore. Oh, I almost forgot the most important ingredient. The herbs. Ingredient.
So much. Like our dog.
So we're just putting in some sprigs of thyme.
Like her hearing is going. I mean, and I can tell because she'll see it's like talking to her.
What's the herbs? We got bay leaves and we got thyme.
It doesn't matter. They can have all kinds of, aging thing, and she's just happy all the time.
Yep. Yeah, we can get a shot of it before closing the oven. You want to do like a close up? Yeah, we could do the other oven. It's the same thing. Oh, did you want a shot?
I mean, they just are cute, but
She is like, she actually, that looks, she's so delicious.
Yep.
But she's still, I mean, like.
Bam. So this is what it looks like. Doesn't look that appetizing yet. But hopefully in an hour, it will look amazing. So that's what it looks like going in.
Oh, I did hear that, yeah. Oh, what's your horse? What? Your horse? Oh, I heard this horse.
We'll see if these potatoes are cooked.
you know, Finley doesn't live at all, so he's totally recovered from his surgery.
Totally recovered from his surgery.
To Hmong people, it looks good. All right. It's going to be a long stream. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit longer. We were just a little bit behind schedule, but it's all right.
And the other one didn't go out, huh? I know. Yeah, that's really.
Can feed a whole village. Well, yeah, I'm feeding a small village right now, you know, so. 16 angry people, yeah. All right, how are these potatoes? Are they ready? Well, not quite. Potatoes are not quite ready to be mashed up. So, turn this back on. There we go.
I said he should bring this.
Whew.
That's obviously more work. But would they really know? You know, the trick.
You want a trophy. Are you gonna make that?
Okay, I'll see if I can figure it out then.
It was more like a day. I think when we were learning how to make this, I think we had a day to just kind of read it up. And we didn't even marinate like the chicken overnight. I think we marinated the chicken for like an hour. And all it was is just follow instructions. If you can't follow instructions, then you shouldn't be a chef. If you can't follow instructions. That's really what being a chef's about. As much as there's a lot of freedom in cooking, you know.
What about the green beans?
The green beans, that won't take me that long.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
I just don't want you to forget.
I know. I'm trying to calculate timing here right now. That's why I'm walking in circles right now. 8:30, so 9:30 the chicken will be done. A little before 9:30? Okay. Let me set a timer for myself.
Do they give a sample on what?
They do not. So stop overboiling. I just need you to be nice. I know it's extra full.
Do they give a sample on what it should taste like first?
They do not. Yeah. No sample. Where's my clock?
Clock.
Timer.
Oh, yeah, right.
We'll do 45 minutes. I think 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes has passed. So I don't forget. All right.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
I think so.
Oh, wasn't that just a drawer?
oh, okay.
No, I thought it was.
Yeah, they give you instructions. You cook it blindly, and you just kind of hope for the best from there. You know.
Yeah, there's like a.
Is that in case you swear?
No,
They don't
swearing's actually okay. It's more because with like computers and stuff like easy, it's just better to call it buffer. So there's like a 15 to 30-second delay between when something is live and then when you actually receive it. It's to make sure it's more seamless and fluid. Otherwise, it would be more messy. That's it. Clean, yeah, that's I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't want to feel, but yeah, you definitely be if you're in the sink.
It'll be after the trip.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
What will be?
They want to help clean, but they don't want
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, you can.
they don't want to be on stream.
I know. What was the dish you found the most difficult, annoying in school? Duck confit. The most annoyingest thing making in school, but it was delicious. I will do a duck confit episode because we're kind of in Europe now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to order some duck fat from Amazon, and we're gonna find some duck meat somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll make duck confit. It's really annoying to make because it's like it's braising, and you're braising the duck in its own fat. So for like 5 hours, maybe even longer. I think one time we did it overnight at school. So yeah, it's very annoying to make, but it's delicious. Difficult, not very difficult, but very annoying to make. Should we take a break?
Yeah.
This will be a good time to take a break. So don't go away. People that are watching, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And then when we come back, we're going to start the sides, get everything put together, and then we'll show you what a dish looks like at the very end. Break. Break. we're back. So our potatoes are good, so we're gonna strain them. We're gonna mash them up. We're not gonna put them in a stew. All right, so potatoes. Here we go.
Cal was just reminding me of Thomas and Jacob AI.
Yeah, we're back. So I'm just gonna grab the potatoes. We're just gonna mash them up.
It's like just use it like straight up. But it's good to be low that you can enhance like your make it extra. And if you use like that, that's fine. Creative things people are doing that like oh yeah, like the yeah, just have the AI voice read like running content while you steal somebody's Minecraft.
Do people do that? That's a thing?
It's actually really common.
I did not know that. I learned that.
Well,
That's crazy.
Well, it's the thing with like my no sleep narrations.
Yeah.
I'm constantly competing with nothing but AI people who rip other people's
Rip other people's stories and yeah.
just steal them and not ask them.
Right. That makes sense.
And the no sleep Reddit, they're very careful. They say if you're allowed or not.
Right.
Most say no. They don't care.
So yeah, we're just mashing potatoes. We're gonna add some cream, salt, pepper, a little bit of cheese, some butter.
You're making a mess.
I am making a mess. I don't mean to.
Yep. That's what that's what Battleground is.
Nice. Did you guys pick up Modern Horizons 3? Is that why you guys went? Yeah. Nice. Modern Horizons 3. I play all of them. I know how to play Magic. I used to play Magic. There's a reason why I don't play Magic anymore. When you go into like, you know, Legacy Magic, it's not fun anymore when it's not about skill, it's about your wallet.
I debated about buying a Mana Crypt.
Yeah.
He wants to throw his money away.
That's how you do it.
That's how you win. Mashed potatoes.
That's how you do it. Yep, mashed potatoes.
Oh, I love these.
All right, add some cream.
It's like, yo, I would buy a lot of Wilds of a Dream collector boosters, which I think there's only been one that I get more value in it than the next one. So like there was one where I got
Butter.
oil full of this study
Mix.
$100 card, $25 card. Like, I made a lot of money in that.
There's a lot of value in Modern Horizons 3. There's a lot of value.
I've been debating between lots of Drain, Modern Horizons 3, and Commander Masters.
I would pick Modern Horizons 3.
Well, I just play Commander.
Oh, just Commander, yeah. This is butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all of it's going in here.
Yeah, I was thinking, so Nate, he made some curry chicken Alfredo
Yeah.
pasta the other day, but he used 3.5 sticks of butter.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
The taco he had was a little too small, so it's just a lot of butter. Or so I've heard.
Yeah.
Never such thing as too much butter, right?
There's never like a thing as too much butter.
Like I know D&D, but that's like up to you. It can get one.
I just spent $20
I know Warhammer.
Yo, Warhammer is expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, if you see Warhammer, you can go downstairs because I'm in the middle of 2 armies.
Yeah, the reason why Warhammer is expensive, you have to buy your army. So to actually play, it's not like you're generating like your characters and stuff when you're playing. So
It's been in real life. Oh God.
yeah.
You better not do that.
Yeah, so for Warhammer, I got Death Corps pretty army. And I got a massive tank, a bunch of troops, and then the others. Really powerful.
There's about, I think, a
That's a lot of money.
15-second
Okay.
delay.
That's a lot. Well, I sold it because I looked down.
And it's in a different position, yeah.
Was a
Mine's on delay because I'm
I got it.
connected to everything, but when I look at something else, I'm like, why is it taking so long?
That worked out nicely. I sold a couple Pokemon cards.
I think it's 15-second delay. Yeah.
I had.
Oh, my arm is getting tired. Yes. More to practice in.
Big Pokemon buy.
I'm out of practice.
Out of all of these, whose fault is that?
Mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one was like 60. No. No. I went to a place I know that it's good for selling.
Oh, they all know.
It helped that he was a friend of a friend who was buying. He was professional about it, but I think he's nice that it was more.
Jesse, how do you feel about the new characters?
I'm very. I love it and I hate it at the same time. I hate it because Bison's coming back. Of all the characters. And what? Yeah. It's gotta be creamy, delicious, cheesy, buttery.
Put cheese in it?
I do.
What kind of cheese you use?
We're using mozzarella and parm. So a nice stringy.
I think we started getting the
Ugh.
using a Boursin.
What?
Boursin?
Borsink?
I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Boursin?
Borsin. I've never seen that before.
It's really good cheese.
Yeah.
It's a great amount of taste.
You are.
B-O-U-R.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like a incredible cheese.
Yeah.
But I had to buy it cost from Costco, so I had to buy 3 boxes.
Oh.
Had to.
Make it use.
That's how they get you.
That's a lot.
It's a crazy story. Every day.
Yeah.
How was it over?
It's fun.
Busy?
Very good. Very good. Well, so there's a new thing that's releasing. And this is like the World Release weekend.
Oh, okay.
There were tons of the trash cans, so like
Both.
empty packs in.
Yeah, together.
What point do you add more cream? What point do you add more butter?
Just consistency. Really, there's no real. It's how you like it. If you want it like more fluffy, then more cream. You know, if you want it like more smooth, then more butter. Yeah. So.
I'm on my own.
For a pack,
I didn't have anything to do with that.
I didn't have
Yeah, I asked a lot of people because
And that one part
it doesn't last as long. My buddy and my brother can remember.
So it's magic
So
card.
if you're not playing like once a week, you buy it.
My arm.
That was me last week with freaking
My arm. What?
There's like need a full mix of
Yeah.
I'll look into one. 'Cause he wants to eventually be positive at first.
And this is like.
And I wanted to get into baking because I have
Cheese.
She has cold.
well, that's the bread. Yeah. Because with bread, you need like a certain one thing in
It's
it.
amazing.
I think it's more of like
I drive by that place every day and I'm just like,
kickstart.
It should always fall.
it's all in the parking lot. You
But
can-
I'm not
it's
sure.
8 o'clock in the
Especially for him.
afternoon
I guess.
It's just like
until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, just will keep put them in like.
Uh-oh.
People stop by.
The jack is looking pretty lightweight.
Well, I bought you the bottle. Evan Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Another one.
Bailey's.
This has been like it's a Bailey's fit, and that's supposed to be refrigerated. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be kept between whatever temperature. It's
Between
pretty
32 and 77. Parmesan?
Yeah, Parmesan.
You have too much of that.
Yep. Can never have too much cheese.
The whiskey is now provided so by me.
Who put the ice in first this time?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do it?
I will do it.
I'll get you another bowl.
Perfect.
Almost there.
Yeah, we are almost there.
So what format do you play in Magic?
I used to play Modern. Yeah.
You ever play Commander?
I have. I used to play Commander too. I played Modern, Commander. I've played Standard. The only format I didn't play was Legacy because of obvious reasons.
Yeah.
It's too much money.
Yeah.
Grab a spoon.
You know, you were playing in Commander? Like what kind of deck?
I haven't played it in a long time, so I played Commander when it was called EDH.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, is it still called EDH? Oh, okay.
EDH is like the casual, CEDH is competitive.
Yeah.
You remember what EDH stands for?
D is deck. So I don't know.
Something deck commander.
I'll look it up.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so it's kind of, you know, I had a few decks, and, you know, like, he had a few decks, another friend has been playing Magic his whole life.
Yeah.
And switched to Commander, which he did not like, but he does that now.
Some people don't like,
But
yeah.
So it's, you know, our group, we played Magic for a while. Then we had like 2 other friends that were like, okay, well, sure, we'll start. And one of my friends, he dropped like a couple $100 on a sliver deck, just like instantly. So that was always
Dragon Highland. It's not deck. Elder Dragon Highland. Because that's how the
Have you
deck
talked to her?
Elder Dragons.
All right. I think this is good now.
Oh, thank you.
Nope.
Chef says.
Still needs salt.
For 3 years, I didn't do that. No problem.
It's because there's so many potatoes.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I read this article. Everybody talked about this. We put this whole team of people on. It's almost crazy for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they're not.
Yeah, she's looking at all the time.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Yeah, I told her.
I don't know.
We took out the repeat.
Okay,
When that happens,
you take that sand, you've already lost like 40%.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
So in a restaurant
Yeah.
that has a
Oh, yeah,
consistent,
you do. You say
like let's say like a high-end restaurant, they're
I'm
using
just
mashed potatoes.
Same
How many mashed potatoes do you think they're probably making a night?
A lot. Well, it depends. If it's a fine dining fancy restaurant, they won't like use real potatoes sometimes.
What? In a high-end, they want to-
Oh no, in a low end restaurant.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
why I said like mid-range, high-end.
Mid range, like they'll probably just have like the powder stuff ready.
Oh, that's so sad to hear.
Yeah. Like you won't get like this fancy stuff in like, you know, a mid range restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me so sad.
And it depends too. Like if it's a mom and pop shop, you might get potatoes like this.
Okay. The ones at the bar up the street.
Yeah, like that. They probably use real potatoes.
Okay. Well, they didn't taste them. Usually when we go to restaurants, you don't get potatoes. About it.
I know.
If we do, it's like.
It's a baked, but it's a whole potato. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you know, they're pushing it on.
Oh, yeah. Well, what they're trying to do is it's gonna be run everything. It's gonna be, you don't need a grocery list when you anymore. When you walk through the door, they'll tell you what to take off the shelf, because what you got at the last time. I mean, it is
I mean, I can see it for medical things, you know,
But it's keeping track of everything.
Oh, 60.
We're almost there.
You know, it's not, you're giving it information. It's deciding, okay, what's important? What do the people need? What are the problems with that? Right. Yeah, right, there's no such, there won't be such thing as code anymore. I mean, already there's people, I got one guy I work with.
It's fine, you're fine.
Get into his phone. There's like pages and going. That's gonna be big because power company. Oh yeah, it's all gonna change. Oh yeah, yeah. People don't realize, you know, as this wave of electrical cars and all this stuff comes. They have water. It's not really that water. It's really like power. You don't. You can't do it. Right. Took them too long to build. Oh yeah. Well, you know, I worked on a power plant here for the hybrid plant. That power plant was the generating part of it was built by Mitsubishi in like 19. It was like 1990 or something. And it was shipped to a place in Georgia or somewhere else. Yeah, they ran out of money. So it sat there for 4 years. And then Xcel Energy bought it from
Where are we looking at? 10 more minutes. Oh.
Oh yeah, less than 5 cents on the and they hauled it up here and Mitsubishi sent it together. Because it has their name. And they scrutinized, oh god, huge amount. Oh boy. It is. Hundreds. You don't hear that much about it here, but they are. Oh yeah, they run the world.
Okay, potatoes are good.
Agreed. It makes sense.
I did.
It's big.
Yeah, it is top, yeah.
Oh yeah. Some of the roads and stuff, they got those stuff.
He's on my head.
2 or 3 years behind. I think it's Philly. But
I don't know. I don't know.
cement,
You know, it's not.
bring them out of this rail system.
When you guys came over, everyone was like,
And they go back there. So they were way. He can't even carry it. That's what he used to.
Oh no.
All over the world. I worked with the guy. This guy, I think he met something. Expertise in doing this stuff. The buildings are not hard enough to take the stuff that, so they automated welders and all this thing. It's got this like Stellite super hard surface on it, and then they gotta go in there and grind it off. He had done this for a company, so these guys found out he did it. So it's over there. And
Can I get a plate? We are almost there. Just a regular plate.
I think there's a place, like,
Just like a round plate. Maybe. Oh, that's a little deep.
what kind of plate do you use?
No flat plate.
Platter? Like a platter? Yeah.
No. Just like a dining plate, dinner plate. Yeah, one of those are fine. If you have any more of those. Yeah, we're getting ready to plate.
Or it can just be his plate.
Yeah, or it could just be my plate.
Well, should we get the salad and the bread? Do you want to put the salad together?
Yeah, whatever else people have.
In the oven?
So I'm about to take out the chicken. We'll put the chicken here.
You're right there. You're right there.
Professional shot. Yeah, you guys will get a professional shot. Don't worry.
I'm gonna be a viewer.
Don't worry. So, where should I construct? Should I construct here? Here? Here?
No, that's fine. Yeah,
Here?
that's fine.
Okay.
I do have a huge bowl. Because
Okay.
Are you done with the stuff?
Yep, we are.
are you using that bottle of wine for cooking?
No?
Did you drink that?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't it? It's chef's juice.
Yeah, it's just chef's juice.
Don't give him a
You know. So, lob of potatoes. That is what we want. And I'm just making, a pool. All right. Pinchies. Yeah.
Do you have like those tongs? You need to.
I got them.
You got
Yeah. Pinch cheese, some tongs. We'll do it. Very, very French style. We are almost done with the chicken. Oh, beautiful. All right, excuse me, right behind you guys. This is very hot, but it smells great. Perfect. We can grab a nice thigh meat. Bam. Can get a nice droni. Put it upward. Oh. Now we get some of the liquid goes on top. Oh.
Yeah, it's, I like doing a big career change, so I was completely, I was help desk, so, for big corporation. That's how I met Tyler, my husband, was we working at, you know, Allianz.
Ah. Ah, I thought I turned you off.
Perfect timing.
I don't know. There we are. Let me just wipe. There we go. Nice plate of coq au vin. Yeah. Here we are. Some nice mash. Some sauce on the bottom.
Yes, I know. How's those sauce on?
Yeah.
We started in 2019.
What?
I'm like, what?
All right, so we're gonna try the sauce and the mash. Mmm. We're gonna see if this chicken's cooked. It should be.
Too much food is better than nothing. You want to make sure it's enough for everybody.
Yeah, chicken's cooked. Is there a knife? Fork and knife.
So maybe we'll just don't be shy if you want to eat a lot of salad.
That was not the knife that I was looking for. There we go.
So you put walnuts in there, didn't you?
Wanted to kill them all.
Nice, 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 nice. Delicious.
Is that
Does that look good?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little.
Yeah.
Well, I might need a little bit more time. I might need a little. It's just a little pink. Let me get 10 more minutes.
I was just teasing everybody.
I know.
Yeah, they sell it. Did you guys know that?
Ugh.
They're sold everywhere.
Did they sell it like farmers markets or something?
They started that way, but now they're in the grocery stores.
Still wanna call the stream then? Yeah, I did.
We can call the stream there. Yeah, it's still Coco Van. Like the meat just needs a little bit more time. That's all. But yeah, it's like 10 minutes. I'm so upset.
Gordon Graham should be mad.
He would be so upset with me. But that's it. That's Coco Van. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for lending me your kitchen. This is so awesome. Thank you guys so much. Next week, we will not be streaming food. We will be doing podcasting. So stay tuned for Pang the Gamers channel. We'll be talking about some stuff there. And then the week after, we'll figure out what we're going to cook. Maybe we cook, maybe we don't. We don't know yet. But that's it for this stream. This is Coco Van. One last shout out to Producer San. If you are thinking about becoming a content creator, you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin, check out created.gg. That is the place you need to go if you want to become a content creator yourself. Maybe you are already a content creator and you just need some ideas, need some info on equipment or whatever. Check out created.gg and speak to Producer San. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And that's it. Yeah.